German Chancellor Olaf Scholz on Monday 20th and Tuesday 21st, November 2023 hosted a meeting of African and G20 nations in Berlin. The gathering is part of the Compact with Africa initiative established during Germany's 2017 presidency of the G20. We will dive into this in a second. Take a moment to like the video and hit the subscribe button below. Kindly share with friends so they know what is happening in Africa. During the summit, the chairman of the African Union Moussa Faki said the continent was open to different partnerships as he addressed the delegates in Berlin. He added that the initiative aims to improve the economic framework and conditions in participating countries in order to make them more attractive for foreign private investment. The question of debt is indeed an important question, he said. Recall that the African Union recently joined the G20 on the 9th of September 2023 at the G20 summit in India, and African leaders believe that will be a platform to discuss its debt with the interest rates high, and there is a very negative narrative about Africa. But is the admission of the African Union as permanent member of the G20 part of a competition amongst the various systems of geopolitical alliances like the G7 led by the USA and BRICS led by China and Russia, who in August 2023 invited six nations to join its group? The chairman of the African Union further added that the ratings are not fair in our opinion, and this has raised rate on the investment. We want the government to support companies like Germany and others to enable them to invest in African economies. German Vice-Chancellor and Economy Minister Robert Habeck was present at the summit, along with EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, French President Emmanuel Macron, 10 African heads of state and government, and more than 30 ministers from across the continent. Interest in the compact with Africa has grown steadily, said Heiko Schweidrowski, Africa specialist at the Association of German Chambers of Industry and Commerce, known by its German abbreviation DIC. Schweidrowski emphasized that the investment conference with 800 delegates is being billed as the largest business conference that has ever taken place on German soil. Some 13 African countries have so far joined the initiative: Benin, Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Egypt, Ethiopia, Ghana, Guinea, Morocco, Rwanda, Senegal, Togo, and Tunisia. As one of Africa's largest economies, South Africa holds the co-chairmanship. Other countries, such as Angola, Zambia, Nigeria, and Kenya, are attended the Berlin conference as guests. Many African countries have initiated reforms and thus improved the framework conditions. Countries such as Ivory Coast, Ghana, Senegal, Ethiopia and Tunisia have also seen increasing private investment from the G20 countries, but at a rather low level. Nevertheless, only 2 countries are investing primarily in the energy and raw materials sector: Morocco and Egypt. Despite the push from Berlin to boost German-African business ties, trade and investment links remain modest. The German government has pledged €4 billion in investment for green energy in Africa until 2030, but with the continent facing numerous developmental challenges from problems of climate change, resurgence of military coups to a rise in illiberal democracies, many could disagree on potential benefits to be harnessed from membership of the G20, and besides, African nations are not new to this, situations where pledges are made and nothing comes from it. As the G20's Compact with Africa initiative continues to evolve, it is crucial to critically examine its effectiveness in fostering sustainable and inclusive economic growth across the African continent. While the initiative has undoubtedly made strides in attracting private investment, questions remain about its ability to address Africa's fundamental needs for infrastructure development, job creation, and industrialization. As we move forward, it is imperative to prioritize these critical elements and ensure that the Compact truly serves as a catalyst for Africa's economic transformation. Will the G20 Compact with Africa rise to this challenge and deliver the tangible benefits that Africa desperately needs? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.